Hello everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. Yesterday, Aptera delivered their February 2024 update. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like there's been like this dearth of news from Aptera for the past month, and so we were all looking forward to this February update um, and wanting some information about how things are going because it, they actually had a January update, but I guess like for us, a month seems like a long time to go without an update. And that's just kind of like these days the news cycle is so fast that we just expect to get things much faster than like once a month. But the Aptera update did happen, and there was actually quite a bit of information in there. So I'm gonna be kind of unpacking that little by little, a little bit at a time over the next several days. And so let's go through it.
Hey, Aptera fans, Steve here. February was a month of hard work, long hours, and continued progress on all aspects of the vehicle. Allow me to provide a glimpse into some of the great work that's been happening around the world to get Aptera into production. First, here in San Diego, we've been working to finalize our user experience ecosystem. I'd like to share with you.
Okay, first, here's a look at the app. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. All right, so let me.
Like to share.
Okay, so we see here it's a little dark, but you can see right here. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. You can see right here. You can name the car. This one's named Blade Runner, and this is probably where you're going to put in your account. I'm guessing that this is the interior lights and this is the horn. Obviously door open on this side, door open on this side, and then windows maybe. This must lock the vehicle, and this I'm guessing is opening the hatch. And then this is cool right here. It's telling you like currently how many watts is the solar putting out. So 19 watts, so it must be not a very bright day or later on or very early in the day, so it's not very many watts. The total maximum output is about 700 watts if everything is perfect. So 19 watts is well below the maximum capacity, but then it also gives you how many watt hours were gained that day, and then 12 miles since last parked. What I don't like is right here, the this font is a little bit hard to read. It's I wish they would have filled this in. 325 miles is the current range on the thing.
Share with you a sneak peek.
Okay, and then here, if you, sorry about that again. Okay, so right here, you can see the VIN, odometer, and then you see right here the tri-motor. So this is the all-wheel drive version, and so I guess there's going to be a dual motor. And there's drivers. I'm guessing this means drivers as in like you can configure it to different drivers of the vehicle rather than like drivers as in like video card drivers or sound card drivers or device drivers that you need to update for a computer. I'm guessing that's what drivers means. And then there's software. So I don't know if this means that they want a certain software version. This is going to tell you what software version the car has, or if it's software you can load into the car. But I'm guessing this means software version of the car. And then safety, I'm not sure what they plan on putting in this tab. Let me know what you guys think is going to be there. Then service, maybe this is a way to like ask for service, or this is a way of like accessing codes so that the car can give you the error codes or diagnostics or something. And of course, this is probably an online manual.
Of our Aptera app. Our app elevates the experience of owning an Aptera, giving you access to.
All right, so this is the climate. Obviously, you can turn on the climate here, and the next screen shows you the climate controls.
Vehicle quick controls, your Aptera account.
All right, so this is obviously fan speed here, and then temperature, Climate control is off. There's defrost, recirculate air, heat.
And the ability to precondition the cabin. But the coolest part.
Okay, so this is again showing the solar generation, and this part shows you like what the battery state was during the day. What I don't see here is some option to control the maximum amount that you can have the battery. Like, it's not good to have your battery at 100%. And so sometimes it's like nice to set a battery limit if you're not going to go on a long road trip or something in day-to-day use. You want to keep the battery kind of between like 20 and 80% of its state of charge. I'm sure they're going to have that in there, but I just don't see it here.
Is watching your vehicle's solar output.
Okay, this I think is a little bit of an error in this app right here, because it's saying solar charging energy, and it says 300 kilowatts is approximately equal to 1% of battery power. And then this is by day, and I'm guessing these units are supposed to be kilowatt hours. Does that sound right? It shouldn't be kilowatts, because kilowatts is a measure of power, not of energy, and kilowatt hours is the energy unit that electric car companies have decided to use. The actual unit of energy is joules, and joules is actually a watt second, but I guess they didn't want to go using kilojoules. It just sounded too weird, and for some reason they defaulted using kilowatt hours, and I'm guessing these numbers mean kilowatt hours, not kilowatts. Okay, then you can schedule charging here. And this is where I think if you wanted to limit the charging, that this is where it would be like on this button someplace. Like when you press, maybe when you click on this charge, it gives you like settings of like stop the charge at 80% state of charge or something like that.
While you're away from your vehicle.
And then here's charge history. I'm guessing that this must be charge history at pay chargers. Not charge history at home, because then obviously that would be free. Or maybe you put in how much you pay for electricity, and it'll tell you how much you would have you're paying to charge there, even at home.
In South Korea, our partner CTNS.
Okay, and then this is I guess this is a photograph, not a render. So it looks like a photo. And this is CTNS's battery pack. This must be the bottom. This must be the top. And then this is the cooling plate on it. And it looks like they're going to use end cooling, not side cooling. Does not look like there's enough space in between the cells for the side cooling. And this is clearly an end plating plate where the coolant goes in and out here. So we'll see if that is the case.
Has built sample battery modules. This quick progress shows us how skilled, efficient, and eager CTNS is to provide Aptera owners with some of the most...
Yeah, so if you look here, there's clearly not enough space for any side cooling between these cells. And of course, we can't tell which cells they're using. They were initially contracted with Eve Energy, and I don't know if that's still the case.
Energy dense and safe battery packs.
Here's the bus bars, and this is what they have been engineering. They look similar. I'm gonna have to go back and see. Okay, so I look back at the previous iteration, and if you look at it, the bus bar design has changed a little bit. If you look at this bus bar, it definitely looks different than this. So there has been some change in the design. But it looks very similar to what they showed in the CAD drawings from this presentation, which was about 11 months ago. If you look at the design of the cooling plate, it looks very similar. So I think, and if you look at the side of this right here, that looks very similar to this design right here. So I think 11 months ago, this design was locked in. and then they are now finally producing this.
Aptera owners with
There was a thing in the comment that says that these battery packs are still in Korea. They're not in San Diego yet, and Aptera is expecting that the body and chassis from CPC will arrive in San Diego before the battery packs arrive from Korea, which is a little surprising to me because it looks like this is done and they could ship it over right now. And we know that the CPC bodies are not quite done yet.
some of the most energy dense and safe battery packs in the EV industry. We will still have more to share on the full-scale battery packs in the coming months, as CTNS will soon be kicked off to build the first run of full production intent battery packs. The firmware team here in San
Okay, so we'll go over the rest of this in the next upcoming videos. I don't want to make this too long, but there was a lot of stuff to go into, and let me know what your thoughts about the app and the battery are. All right, thanks for watching, guys.